Section 8.3, additional practice. These are problems that will prepare you for the forthcoming intervals units. Intervals are pretty tricky, so it's really helpful if you do these problems in advance because you'll get used to thinking of the different notes of major scales. And by the way, as always, please continue to practice your major scales at the piano, at the keyboard, or on your app of choice. So let me explain how to do these. So it says, in ascending scale order, write the names of the notes in the following scales. So that means literally from bottom to top, write the notes of the F major scale. So as you would actually play them at the piano, in fact. So F major, you know that its key signature is 1 flat, and that flat is B flat. But when you actually go for the notes in scale order, you're going to start with the name of the scale, so F. So that means your notes in order are going to just be in, musical alphabetical order. F, then G, then A, then B flat, yes, because that's in our key signature, C, D, E, and let me go back and make that a little bit neater, E, and then let's officially go up to F, so go up through the octave. So that's how you do the first one. Let's take a look at the next one. So D flat major, hopefully you know pretty much immediately that it's 5 flats in its key signature. So B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, and G flat are your 5 flatted notes here. But we're going to begin and end on D flat since we're writing these in scale order. So D flat, yes. E flat, because that's in the key signature. F, there's no F flat, so just leave it as is. G flat, A flat, B flat, regular old C, and D flat. So we have incorporated all of these guys over here, and then the F and the C, which remain regular notes. So that's how you do the first type of problem. Let's go on to the next type of problem. So this, again, is going to prepare you for the intervals section. So here, you're just writing yes or no, and it's based on these little questions. So is there a D in the scale of D major? So, of course, this is kind of a trivial question, but let's work through it one step at a time. So you need to think of your D major scale. D major has 2 sharps in the key signature, which are F sharp and C sharp. And when you think of your scale in order, you could even conceptualize it this way. You could do this in your head, not too difficult. So those are your notes of the D major scale in ascending order. So then we can answer the question, is there a D in the D major scale? Well, yeah, of course there is. So yes. What about for letter B? Maybe slightly trickier. Is there an F sharp in the G major scale? Well, what do you know about G major as a scale? Well, you know the key of G major has 1 sharp, which is F sharp. And again, you don't have to go through this in writing necessarily, but you could think of your scale as looking like this, D, E, F sharp, since that's in the key signature. So going back to the original question, is there an F sharp in the G major scale? Yeah, of course there is. So yes. Let's do a slightly trickier one. Let's do letter G. Is there a B flat in the A major scale? Well, A major, that is a sharp key. It has 3 sharps. You can think again of that little trick, 1, 2, 3. So A major has 3 sharps, and those 3 sharps, of course, are F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. And if you think of your scale ascending from the note A, so A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. So is there a B flat in the key of A major or in the scale of A major? There's a regular B, but there's not a B flat, so we have to answer no. It has to match the question exactly for us to write the Y for yes. So there's a B, but not a B flat. Maybe one more. Is there an E in the scale of C major? Well, C major, as we know, has no sharps and no flats, so its scale, of course, is just going to be C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So yes, of course, there's an E in that scale. So if you can, try to do these in your head. That's the best way to prepare for your intervals unit coming up. But if you need to double check by writing some of these out, that's totally fine as well.